Hey guys, what's up? This is Ability here from the Reflex team, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a quick maging tutorial. So in this tutorial we're going to cover overmaging and exomaging, and kind of what you need to know for each. So for overmaging, you need to know what sync is and how to manipulate it. And for exomaging, we'll get to that when we finish with overmaging. So overmaging, what is sync? Sync is a value that each rune in the game has. So every single rune has a sync value, and I have made a chart on here for all the sync values of every rune in the game. So you can see one strength has one sync value, an AP has 100 sync value, and MP has 90. So each stat in the game and each rune in the game has a sync value. And this chart also shows overmage, the name of each rune, the small pot and raw bonuses. And if you want this chart, I just kind of tested each rune and got the values, so I can send it to you if you comment asking for it. And so sync is a value assigned to each stat and each rune on an item. So for this video, I'm going to be maging these shabby shoes that I just purchased. They already have a 2% Earth Exo, but I really don't care about the Earth Exo. These are going to be used for a SRAM that we're making, and we don't really need the resistance, we just want strength and stuff. So to start off, I'm going to figure out what is the highest sync value on this boot. So we have AP down here at 100 sync value and MP at 90. So once either of those drop, we're going to get a plus sync message on the side, and I will cut back to when we have that already. Okay guys, so we just dropped the AP here. So you can see that I pulled up my calculator on the right side of the screen, and now comes the calculating of sync. So now that we know what sync is, it is a value that each stat rune has, holds. So right here we see -1 AP plus sync. So from the chart we know that AP is 100 sync value, but we don't get the full 100 from this because we need to incorporate the rune that we used to drop the AP. So I used a PA Vitality to drop this AP. So for the calculator part, we need to subtract the value of whatever rune dropped the AP. So this PA Vitality is worth 3 powered sync value, and that's all on the chart. So we have 97 sync right now, and we're missing an AP. So with this 97 sync, we are free to mage about this item without losing other stats until we get overmaged. So I'm going to try raw strength, and there we go, we landed it and we got minus sync, so raw strength is worth 10 sync, so that's 87. But now I want to fix other stats, but I have strength overmaged, so this is something called a controlled drop where one strength is 1 sync value. So I need to find another 1 sync value rune to drop this by 1 strength, so I'm going to use initiative. There, now we lost 1 strength because this and 1 strength have the same sync values, and it was overmaged, so it dropped. And I didn't lose any sync from that, so I'm still at 87 sync. So now I can go about and fix whatever I want to fix. So everything honestly looks pretty good. The vitality could use some work. So let's hit 15, so that's minus sync, even though I didn't get the vitality. We have -3 down here, because the PA vitality is over 3 sync. So now let's go again, and we got another minus sync, so -3. So we're at 69 sync, and I'm going to go for a vitality overmage on this. So for raw vitalities are worth 10 sync each, so we have 9 sync that we can't use because this is worth 10. So I am going to need to use 9 sync on something else. So let's see. I guess we can use it on PA vitalities. So these are worth 3 each, so I can use 3 of them. -3, -6, -9. So now we are at 60 sync, and I need some more raw vitalities real quick. So I'll be right back. And sync stays on the item even if you leave the craft, so it doesn't matter if you exit out in the middle of it. Alright, so now I have my raw vitalities. I can get back to maging. So we now have, oops, I accidentally cleared the calculator. We were at 60 sync. So we are still missing AP, keep that in mind. I like adding AP at the end, some people like adding it before, but I get 6 tries at this without losing any other stat because I have 60 sync, and this is 10 sync per. So minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, minus 50, minus 60. So if I were to hit that one more time, I would have lost stats elsewhere because I'm out of sync. So now we're still missing our AP and we have Overmage's Vitality. This is a point in the maging process where you just have to get lucky. So if I miss this AP rune, AP is 100 power and Vitality is 0.2 power, or 5 Vitality is 1 power. So I'm going to lose all of my, oops, I left the maging center. I'm going to lose all 400 Vitality and some other stats if this does not critically success. So we have to hope for a critical success here, and we didn't get one. We actually got a critical fail, so we are now missing AP and MP. But essentially that is how you overmage items. You just have to manage the sync, calculate sync value of runes you add and drop, add dropped stats, subtract the added stats sync value. So that is true for both of these. That is how you calculate sync. And once you hit 0 sync, you should, whoops, that's my background. Once you hit 0 sync, you should add whatever you used to get the sync back on and hope for the best. And if that doesn't work, then you just repeat the process until it does work. So that is overmaging. And for exomaging, I'll be right back when we have this item fixed up. So I'm going to cut out here. Okay guys, so here you can see that I dropped my AP and gained plus sync. So I was using a Paw Wisdom Rune, which is 9 power, so we get plus 100 from the AP. And then I used a Paw to drop it, so that's minus 9. And then I used another Paw after it that also took sync, so that's minus another 9. So the reason I subtracted 2 there is 1 from this, which you can see the minus sync, and then 1, so 9 because of this, and then 9 because I used a Paw Wisdom to drop this. So even though it says plus sync, you still have to subtract the rune that you dropped it with in sync value. So I'm at 82 sync now. So with this 82 sync, let's see what I want to do. And I'm still missing the AP, so let's go grab that AP rune. Alright, so we will grab this. And let us open here. So now some people like adding the AP right as soon as you drop it. I personally don't like doing that because the overall power of the item is less now that the AP is, the sync value is less because now the AP is not on the item. So it's better to leave it off while you're doing this. Although it could be more expensive, you will get better results at the end. So let's see what we have to fix, and we have 82 sync to fix it. This damage, I suppose. So this is 5 sync. Minus 5, even though it didn't land. Minus 10. There we go. So that didn't take sync, so we got minus 10 from that. So now our Earth Res, let's bring that back to normal. Fixed resistance is also 5. Minus 5. That did not take anything, so minus 10. There we go. Minus 10. We are at minimum of everything else, so we are at 62 sync. So now we can use 2 on vitality, 1, 2, so there's minus 2 sync. And now we have 60 sync left. So we can do 6 of these raw vitality. So minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, minus 50, minus 60. So we're at 0 sync now, and we have 93 overfit. So now we add the AP, and we lost it. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and you can see that we dropped an MP here, and I dropped that with a damage rune, so that's 90 sync. Whoops. That is 90 sync, minus 5, and then I added another earth damage, so that's another minus 5. So we're at 80 sync now, and we are missing some stuff. So percent res is worth 6 sync, so there's minus 6 there, and there's minus 12. So we are at 68 sync. Everything else looks okay except for the strength. That strength is low. So here I'm going to show you a controlled drop where I'm going to overmage this. So this is 10 sync value, minus 10. And I have 63 strength, but I don't want to overmage strength. I want to overmage vitality. So I can drop this strength by 3 by using a rune that has sync power of 3, because 1 strength is 1 sync power. So what has 3 sync? A paw initiative rune does. So this should drop my strength by 3. There we go. And it leaves my sync alone. So now I have 58 sync left. So what do I want to do with this 58 sync? Let's see. I will use 5 here. Oh, that actually didn't take any sync. So we can do that. That also didn't take sync. That was lucky. So now I can use 2 pavits. So minus 3, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. And now we have 5 tries at raw vitality. So minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, minus 50. Alright, so now we are at 0 sync, and we have to add the MP back. So we failed again, so I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have this thing at near perfect stats, besides wisdom. I didn't actually notice that. Oh, okay, well that's funny, we actually just dropped an MP. I wasn't expecting that. So we have plus 90 from the MP and minus 9 from the wisdom. So we are at 81 sync, and we're at like perfect stats on everything that I care about. So let's see, what do I want to do with this 81 sync? One fun thing that we could try is we could try and exo the range off. So the range is 51 sync. So that means that we have 3 tries at 10. Alright, so you know what I'm going to do is, range is 51 sync, so I'm going to do this. 1, minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, so none of those actually worked. So now we're at 51 sync. Now I do a range. It didn't work, so we're at 0 sync now. So I'm just going to see if the MP will add back. Oh, and we lost an AP. So that leaves us at 10 sync, because there's a 10 sync difference between those runes, and now I need an AP rune. Alright, so we got our AP rune, and we're going to see if this adds. Damn, it didn't. Alright, so rather than waste our time, or waste the video's time showing you this over and over, if you guys understand that part, well, we can move into exomaging. So in exomaging, there is a rule called the 101 sync value rule. Value rule. And what this means is that your exomage can have up to 101 sync on it. So for example, on this ring, 1 MP, 5 critical resistance. So this is 1 MP is 90 sync, 5 crit res, well, 1 crit res is 2 sync, so 5 crit res is 10 sync. So now on that ring we have 90 sync, 1 MP, plus the 5 crit res is 100 sync value. So that means that we have 1 sync value left available on that ring. So we could also add 10 initiative. And that would fulfill the whole 101 sync. And this is true for overmages as well. So if you look at the door abyss that I'm wearing, it gives 31 to 50 agility. So let's go back to the notepad. 31 to 50 agi and 1 AP. So 1 AP is 100 sync and 1 agi is 1 sync. So technically this hat could give 51 agi and 1 AP. And that would equal 101 sync, because 1 agi is 1 sync. So you can use any combination of runes from that chart to accomplish this, and any AP or MP exo is a 1% chance of landing, any range exo is a 3% chance of landing, and beyond that I do not know. So for summons, I don't know the percentage. I'm not sure if anyone does. I'm sure some people do, but I don't know how they test its accuracy. But AP and MP 1%, range 3%. You can get up to 101 sync on any Exo or Overmage. And for Overmaging, you just have to manage your sync, make sure to have your calculator out, and good luck with maging, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video.